Oh my gosh, come on in, fellow pop culture aficionado.
Or our moms.
Hi, moms. Enjoy us on the couples couch. We saved you a seat.
We're Tanner and KB Cunningham, a married couple who dish out hilarious banter and spark interesting conversation.
From the wild world of reality TV and the furthest reaches of the internet, we're here to unpack it all. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's explore the fascinating intersectional world of pop culture. Good morning from the couples couch.
Good morning. How are you, beautiful?
I am good. How are you, my love?
I am great. Happy Thursday. That feels like a Friday.
It does feel like a Friday. Well, I think it feels like a Friday because I'm off tomorrow.
Yeah, I know. I'm so excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah, so it's like your Friday.
It's like my Friday, and I also have off Monday, so it's like a nice little thing happening.
Extra long break.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I'm excited for you to be in the midst of that because you have been working so hard and like giving it your all and putting in so much work. Like, it's good to reward yourself and take a break. So congratulations, you've made it to break time.
I've made it to break time. I've made it to break time, and this is how I feel about PTO. I've went a lot of places where I had lots of PTO and didn't get paid out.
Okay. Yeah.
And like it didn't roll over.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, that's like super
annoying.
It's annoying. And also PTO is a part of your paid compensation plan.
Right, so it's kind of shocking that you weren't paid out, but
yeah, it's a part of your compensation plan. So
that speaks to the company that you were working for.
Yeah, at that time it was bad, but this company that I work for now, my boss is really great about saying take your time off.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so I take my time off.
So we do what our boss says.
Yes. Yes. So definitely excited to take the day off tomorrow. We're gonna hang out. Might try and do some fun things recording. Yeah. Might not. We'll see what happens. I might just try and like sleep in. If you don't know this about me, I cannot sleep in.
No, she really cannot. And I'm the opposite. I can sleep anywhere. I can sleep in. I can sleep
in a chair. I can sleep on a bus. I can sleep in this. I'm like in a bus.
No, that is me. Dr. Seuss in it all the way.
Yes.
Yeah. But no, you can't. So I really do hope you get to sleep in tomorrow and just enjoy your time off. That would be ideal.
I know. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
I know, but we are going to the dentist today, and I'm actually kind of nervous.
Why are you nervous? Say more.
Well, it's just been like a minute. Okay, so we are a health podcast, basically.
We're a health podcast, and Tanner's mom is an actual, like, dental person. Yeah. Not a dentist.
No, she's not a dentist, but she's been in the dental field her whole life. Like, she started off as a dental assistant. She went back to school whenever I was very young. I think I was like 5. Like, I was a little kid, and I got to see my mom go back to school, so that was really cool. And she became a dental hygienist, and that's what she did. Now she manages an office, and so she sees all sides of it. So
and she's really helped, like, shout out to Mom.
Yeah.
Like, she's really helped my own, like, dental game and dental journey. Just, she's taught me so much, and, like, I'm thankful.
Your orthodontia is important.
Your orthodontia. You can't neglect your orthodontia.
That's so true.
CDW.
CDW, love her. So we don't neglect our orthodontia, and we are going to go to the dentist today. But yeah, it's just been a minute, and your mouth is very important. I say all that to say we're a health podcast. Your mouth matters.
It's so important.
It is. So
your mouth matters, not just the shit that you talk, but the teeth inside.
But the teeth that you rock inside. Yeah, exactly. So it's really important, so we're going to do it. I'm not really looking forward to it or excited or thrilled, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be okay. Yeah,
it's going to be okay. And guess what?
What?
We're honestly, like, I hate when people say, like, #blessed, but we're so blessed to have dental insurance.
No, truly, though.
So, like, you know, like, I'm like, we need to do better about it.
Yeah, we have no excuse not to go. Yeah. We just don't go.
We just haven't gone. And so, we're getting that fixed today.
We're turning a corner today.
Turn it around.
Yeah. So, that's not exciting for me, but are you excited? How do you feel about it?
Okay, I'm a freak.
Why?
Okay, so actually I had a really bad dental experience where I came from.
True.
Not where your mom works.
No.
At the UPS office.
What?
Nothing. So.
Are you talking about the place where I used to live?
No.
Oh, because you almost got scammed there, too.
No, I almost got scammed. I've had a really hard dental journey. Actually, let's just talk about that real quick. So, when I was a kid, actually, I was in college. I was like a community college. HCC and me, moving in the right direction. I love community college. That's a spiel for another day.
Yeah.
I love community college. But, I was at community college, so I was like 18, 19, and the dentist did not numb my tooth well, and I felt everything, and I was just like in almost tears but, like, I wouldn't cry.
Did he not see the tears in your eyes? Like, I'm kind of confused. I can see your whole face when you're laying there.
Well, you're just, like, you're, like, upside down like this, and, like, you know, like...
The tears are streaming down your face?
They're not... I said I was in almost tears.
I know, but still, you know, like, I'm just, like, I would be more attentive to my patient if I were a dentist, personally.
Well, it was just rough. I'm just saying, it was a really rough...
situation.
Really rough situation.
Yeah.
I didn't go to the dentist for a very long time. It was more than 5 years.
After that, yeah.
Uh-huh. And so I started to, I was talking to Tanner's mom, honestly, about, like, my mouth, and I was trying to figure out stuff. I went to a dentist here in Castle Rock, just trying to be like, okay, I really need to get in a good routine. I have to get better at this. And she scammed me.
Literally tried to, like...
Allegedly scammed me.
No, like, almost like insurance fraud, basically, kind of scam. Like, she was charging her for things that she didn't even do. My mom was like, she got her records back, and she's like, she didn't do this, yet she's charging you your insurance, like, $200 for it. So that's, like, insurance fraud. So, no, allegedly. I don't even think that business is there anymore.
I don't either. And, yeah, we won't say where the business was, but it was wild. It was wild. And so then I got a recommendation from my old boss.
Yes.
That says you can't neglect your orthodontia.
Orthodontia, you can't.
And he took such good care of me. And so I'm actually not nervous because I had a lot of work done on my teeth with him.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
And so that's why I think, because he filled, like, I had, like, 6 cavities, guys. It's not good. Go to the dentist.
Go to the dentist.
I mean, 6 cavities for as long as I've been to the dentist was not bad.
That might be, like, a piece of it for me, too. Like, that I don't know what to expect. Like, I don't know what it looks like. I've never been in there. I don't know what this man looks like, you know, or whoever's going to clean my teeth. Yeah, so I think that's another reason why
Yeah,
I'm just,
I
like,
barely remember what he looks like. He took out my wisdom tooth, though. I only had one taken out, but he took that out. And then actually, because I'm sick, he let me, when he was, like, doing my cavities, I was so numbed and, like, on, like, whatever pill they gave me.
Yeah.
So I was, like, watching, and he was like, do you want to see me clean out your mouth? I'll put it on the screen. And I watched him clean out my cavity and fill it.
Oof.
And it was amazing. It was so disgusting and amazing.
Yeah, that's where our Venn diagrams disconnect, because I do not like nasty things like that.
I'm just fascinated by the body, and honestly, it stuck with me. I'm like, okay, this is why we take care of our teeth. Like, I will not mess around again.
I respect it. It just instilled some fear in you.
It did.
Yeah.
It did.
And let this instill some fear in you. Go get your teeth cleaned.
Go get your teeth cleaned. Woof, that was a long tangent.
I love a tangent.
Yeah. Get your teeth cleaned.
Get your teeth cleaned. To make a long story long, get your teeth cleaned.
Okay, so teeth is clean. Okay, and then actually let's back it up real quick. Let's talk about last night.
Yeah.
So we were out running errands.
Oh my gosh.
We were out,
yes.
Yeah, we were out running errands. Tanner had some things we needed to do, and then we were gonna finish with getting some blizzards.
Yeah, we wanted to reward ourselves for our hard work. With a little blizzard treat.
And so we pull into the local Dairy Queen. We'd been driving through town, so we came away. We don't typically come.
Right.
And there was this big, stream of water. But you have to realize, there's snow melting everywhere here. Because we've had, I feel 30 inches of snow in the last 3 weeks.
Right. On Monday, we started off in a snowstorm. Now it's mostly gone, but it's all been melting.
Yeah. And so there's just water, in places, and it dries up pretty quickly, but, once it gets cold at night and it's still just, melting, it makes a puddle. Well, you know what? It wasn't just a puddle.
It was not. Or
what
just
was
a
it,
stream
love?
of water.
I'll let you go.
So I'm driving, and I hit what I think is a puddle. Our tire goes fully submerged into a huge pothole. We come back up instantly. The car does. The front of the car pops back up, and then we're sitting there, and I'm driving, and I just hear this horrible scratching sound.
Yeah, it was like a drag.
It sounded like scratching, right? Or like a drag, yeah. And so I hear this noise, and I'm like, okay, great, the whole engine's gone.
I was I'm literally not phased.
Yeah, not phased. I'm having a heart attack. I'm have cold sweats instantly.
That's not actually, I wasn't not phased. I was just like, well, shit, what do we got to pay for now?
Well, that seems like not phased to me, because I said I was having a heart attack.
Yeah, I was just like, shit, what do we have to pay for now?
Right. So we pull over and park. Assess the situation. See that no tires are popped. Shocked. And then we're looking underneath the car, and there's just this huge black mass underneath.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can describe it. I was like, is that the engine? I don't know. I'm car illiterate. Like, I have no clue. Anyone could scam me because I have no idea. Someone could have told me that was the engine. I'd be like, yep, the car is dead.
So I get on the ground too.
Yeah. So KB, Oz McGee, gets down to assess the situation and give your take.
Okay, so I get down and I go, oh, this looks like some plastic, but it doesn't look like plastic that goes, like, in my car. I'm like, this, my underneath, like, I don't think anything's missing under here. Like, I've looked underneath my car several times. Like, if you're going to hit something, like, I'm your girl. Like,
you know about it.
Yeah. And I've had so much car trouble, but also my dad, like, is an incredible mechanic.
Yeah.
He's, like, and he can fix anything.
So true.
I just felt like, you know, like we were just on the phone with my dad last week about, like, do we pay this or is this a scam? Like,
yeah,
because we were getting Tanner's car fixed. So I was just like, hi, Dad. So I'm skipping the story.
You skip it.
I fast forwarded way too fast.
Yeah, back it up.
Back it up. So I just look and I go, Tanner, I think we can, like, just pull this out. And Tanner's like, baby,
I'm like, you're
serious?
gonna pull the engine out from under the car? That's actually unhinged.
I was like, no,
that's impossible.
And so I pop up and I actually looked at what my dad said to look at. Do you remember? No. I went to the front because he said go look at the fender thing. Yeah. And I instantly went there. I was like, this looks like the fender piece that goes underneath your car. And you were like, I don't know what it is. And so I just yank it out.
She starts pulling what I think to be the engine out from underneath the car.
Yeah, explain your side of this.
And I'm like, okay, she's the Hulk. No, I'm just kidding. She pulls it out, and we do see it's very clearly plastic. And so we're like, okay, weird.
Like it's a plastic or rubbery kind of thing.
Yeah, I was like,
we don't know exactly car people, but it's not a metal.
Right, and I'm like, well, the car's still on, and it sounds like it's running fine. I'm like, let's just throw it in the trunk, and we'll drive home and FaceTime your dad and see what's going on.
So that's exactly what we did. Sans Blizzy. No Blizzy for these two.
We didn't even get to treat ourselves. No.
We just went straight home because it's like, well, if you just rest your car up, like, you
I
can't
afford
buy
a
ice cream
blizzard.
if I just spent $1,000.
Exactly. I cannot afford a blizzard in this moment. So
yeah,
before I could, now I can't.
We
come back
drive home, call my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I hit a pothole. His face instantly beat red. He's like, this bitch.
No, he wants us dead.
He's like, you two are always doing something.
Yeah.
Granted, we call my dad once a week with a
problem
or
a
just
scenario.
some kind of drama that happened. I'm like, Dad,
listen to this.
And so he's like, what now? And so I was like, we hit a pothole, and I was like, listen, we didn't know it was a pothole. The thing was covered in water. I was like, the snow's melting, and he like instantly calmed down.
He's like, hooray.
He's relieved, and he goes, show me the problem, and I'm like,
we pop the trunk.
I popped the trunk with my dead body inside.
No body inside, literally. Just a huge rubber plastic
Just a piece of plastic, and the plastic, he was like, okay, go look at your front fender.
This is literally how he talks.
And so I was like, got it. I was like, I already looked there. I said, nothing's missing. He goes, yeah, but show me. So he makes me FaceTime him and, like, show him the car piece, like, of that piece of the wheel. He goes, go check the other side. Tanner goes, we're good in the back. And so I verified with my dad that we were all good. And he goes, it's not yours. Throw that shit away. Yeah,
he's like, that's not part of your car. That's someone else's fender wheel.
And so that's what it was. It was a fender wheel.
I know. Yeah. I'm a mechanic now, too.
Yeah, Tanner's a mechanic.
I've turned it around.
Yeah, I was like, I told him, Dad, I told Tanner that I've hit enough things. I knew it didn't sound like my car.
Well, yeah, I just, the noise of it all, like, I've been in several accidents. Most of them not my fault.
Yeah.
And, like, honestly, whenever I was littler, but, like, younger. And so, I just didn't know. It scared me. I was like, we got to FaceTime your dad and see what's cooking, because...
Yeah, no, I love to FaceTime him and see what's cooking.
I was terrified.
He was sleeping on the couch, so he got to help. And then he got to show us the dogs. And Brix's boyfriend lives at my parents' house. It's his cousin he loves.
He doesn't know it's his cousin.
He doesn't know it's his cousin. It's just like that house he stays at sometimes.
Yeah.
He knows his Mimi and Poppy, but yeah. And so my dad showed me Brix's boyfriend. Tucker, and yeah, they got to have their little
moment. It was cute.
Moment, and then we hung up.
Yep. And all was well.
All was well.
Except we didn't get a blizzard.
We didn't get a blizzard, but our car is well.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Can't complain.
Can't complain there.
Happy about that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And so then, like, we were going to come home and we were going to watch. So this is actually leading to our next story. I was like, what do we have to watch tonight? And we didn't have Beverly Hills, but Beverly Hills has some news.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Anne-Marie Wiley is still talking about not being put back on Housewives.
Well, of course she is. She has no platform now.
Yes.
She just has her Instagram.
Yeah, she has her Instagram, and her husband actually was the one on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Wiley. I'm not sure. Marcus, I think is his
Marcellus.
name. Marcellus, thank you.
Marcellus Wiley, he was a previous, what is it, LA, as a Ram?
Rams? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
I'll Google it. You keep going.
Yeah, this is not our sports podcast moment. This is our Housewives podcast moment. He accused Crystal Minkoff of using racial slurs and blames her for telling Emery she was what her political views should be. And he called Garcelle a con and said you must be fake in order to be a real housewife. That's something.
That is something.
And he said Garcelle puts the con and confused and acts pro-black but stays hating on black women in a desperate attempt to say fancy on a show with no blacks. Let's be real, my wife wasn't good on Housewives. Personally, I'm glad she's off the show. She's a horrible fit. We all saw it. And it was obviously why.
He gave her a D.
It's impossible
to
truly know how you fake. You have to actually be a real housewife. Say that statement again.
I think that Marcellus, he is known to give Anne-Marie Wiley a B rating.
Yeah, she's like an 85 across the board.
Yeah, an 85 rating. Now, he's saying she's not even that. She's not even passing.
She's not even passing. Well, she's a D because the other girl, because she's not fake.
Well, I understand, but I'm like, if you've already given her a B, sir, it's rude to now demote her to a D.
Yeah, you can't. In my grading philosophy, if I messed up the grade...
And he did.
If I messed up the grade the first time, then we don't lower the grade. Then you get to keep the higher score.
Exactly.
That's how I always believe in grading. If I missed a question, then you still get that score. That's not my fault. That's not the kid's fault.
No.
I had a teacher do that for me in school because I had one teacher take points away.
That sounds right.
Mm-hmm. See you next Tuesday.
So apparently he played for the Buffalo Bills, San Diego Chargers, Dallas Cowboys, and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Oh.
So I don't know what any of those mean.
Okay. One of those I think has been prominent in the last few years. But yeah. Anyways, so he used to be I'm just saying, I'm glad that her husband's coming to her defense, okay?
Yeah, for sure.
But I just don't know if that was the way to do it.
I don't think so.
It's just not the point. It's not, let's move on. Well,
yeah.
It just looks like it gives you a bad look. It makes you look bitter.
Exactly.
And I just don't think Anne-Marie's that bitter about it. So what are we doing?
Right.
And maybe she is that bitter about it.
She might be, but yeah.
Honestly, I would be so that bitter about it.
No, I would definitely be that bitter about it too. I would never, that would be what I put on my epitome. On my tombstone.
I'm bitter I was cut from Real Housewives after 8
my
episodes.
Epitaph, that's what it's called. I said my epitome.
Because I was telling you the other day that I used to think the word epitome was epitome.
Okay.
And I'd be that's the epitome of existence instead of the epitome.
We are also a literary podcast now. We tell you definitions of words.
That was definitely in my... Maybe it was right after I joined Teach for America or something, and I was trying to learn big words because I was with all these
people.
Smart people.
That knew big words.
And I was like, hi, my name's Katie Beth.
Oh my gosh, literally.
Yeah.
So,
I'm country but educated, folks. And I believe education is not just in college. Actually, I'm not pro-college super, so
yeah.
Just so people know.
Yeah. So, after our heart attack from the car situation, we did come home and watch The Valley.
Yep.
And I had some thoughts. It was kind of a slow burn, but then it picked up the pace towards the end.
Yeah, it was kind of a drag.
Yeah.
But we did get there. It was kind of a drag, but we got there. I do
who do you like?
I like The Valley.
I was going to say, though, do you just want to give them, the main points of drama from last night? We should just talk about the Luke standing up for Kristen. It should just be very...
Yeah, let's do
succinct.
that. Okay, so Luke is Kristen's boyfriend. Kristen is the OG from VPR.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, moms.
Hi, moms.
And, the reason this show still gets to stay on, I think, really.
Yeah.
And she's dating this guy, Luke. He lives part-time in Colorado.
Ooh.
And he stands up for her because Kristen twisted Jesse's nipple last week.
Right.
And she was, being goofy because he said something stupid to her. Honestly, he and Jesse interrogated all this. Let's just talk about how Jesse is not...
the problem.
Jesse's the problem, it's him.
It is. For sure, without a doubt.
And he's, oblivious that he's the problem. Jax is a problem, but Jesse really is the problem, okay?
Yes, agree. Can't stomach him.
Can't. And Kristen twisted his nipple.
Yeah.
Because he said something dumb.
Right.
And he reached back over and grabbed hers.
To try to twist her nipple.
Yes, her full C's. Excuse me?
Well, yeah. That was unhinged.
Yeah. But then he tried to lie about it.
He tried to blame alcohol, yes, and lie about it, and so he didn't recall.
Yes, and so Luke hears this from Kristen. He is upset, immediately goes red in the face. I can understand.
Yeah.
I have very light skin. I show all of my face with that.
His demeanor changed instant.
I know. I was like, hello, how you doing? And then so at boys' night, he confronts Jesse about it.
Loved.
And I was like, somebody is standing up for Kristen Doty, probably for the second time in her life.
Well, that's true. Yeah, maybe the second. And
Yeah.
then Jax was being messy and brought in Kristen's ex. And I also couldn't stomach him. What was he wearing?
Okay,
Ugh.
I don't know. He just looks like he has so much drawn makeup on. He looks like a cartoon character.
Yeah, and his outfit was crazy.
Is it the cartoon character from Anastasia? Like that scary
Yes,
thing?
Rasputin. He literally kind of looks like Rasputin from Anastasia.
Yeah, it was wild.
Mm-hmm.
But I did love that song. I won't get into that right now.
Okay.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm
yes.
sorry. I could go really down.
So he does confront. Who confront? What's his name? Luke confronts Jesse.
Luke confronts Jesse. Jesse's like, I don't even
Recall.
know what you're talking about. I don't recall. It was Elizabeth Holmes.
Yeah.
It was Katie Maloney saying she hung out with Max and Lala. Actually, I have a thought about that I'll get to later. So yeah, he confronts him. He goes, dude, it's not whether or not if you did it, you did do it.
Right.
And how do you think Kristen felt in that situation?
Yeah.
He goes, it's not if, you need to apologize. And he just held firm to it.
He did.
And they cut to Jesse, and he's just like, I'm most scared of him. And I'm like...
It's like a jaguar talking to a kitten.
I'm like, says the man that throws an axe for a living. This man literally has a lumber business and chops trees. No. I'm like, I actually am a little scared of Luke. The way I saw him get hot...
Yeah, Luke, he's a little scary sometimes for sure. But I
not
did
scared in
love
a bad way.
No,
I'm just
he
respect. I'm like, I respect it.
He stood up for what he thought was right, and I respect that. And he stood up for Kristen Doty, and that's respectable too. Commendable, chivalrous. I thought delightful.
Yeah, no, I agree. And then Jax put him in a skirt because he's a Real Housewife. Because as soon as they finish that, Adam's walking in, which is Kristen's ex-boyfriend, and Jax is like, Luke. He's here, Adam's here, and he's like, what are you even talking about? And at the same time, they cut to the girls who have done nothing but argue.
Oh my gosh, they're at a house party with tequila.
Yeah.
And tacos.
Tequila and tacos. Yeah, I do, and I love tacos.
And they had
champagne.
champagne.
We're gonna have tacos again tonight. Fabulous.
Delicious.
I kind of want some guacamole.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then at the separate party, we'll go to that headline. I would call it. My favorite part was the beginning. This was the fun part. When this scene is really called the girls and the gays, self-proclaimed.
Okay, so we're still at the
cast.
House. Okay, yes.
Self-proclaimed by the cast. What is his name? His name is not Jesse. His name is it that Justin?
Tyler. Something like that.
I have the
cast list. Okay, he's at the very bottom because I've already looked, but I think his name is Tyler. But yes, they are still all at this house enjoying their tequilas, tacos, and champagne.
Zach,
the girls and the gays.
Zach Wickham. Zach is LOL funny. Zach said, do you think I'm actually going to hang out with the guys? He's like, absolutely not. Right. He's like, those guys? I don't want to hang out with them.
Because they're a Dave and Buster's more or less.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go play at Dave and Buster's.
No.
And he said, I'm a platinum gay, which means, I've never been in or out of a vagina. I'm a C-section baby. And I, paused, replayed. It was one
hilarious.
of the best things I've heard on TV in a while.
Yeah, I've never heard of that, because I've heard of Gold Star gay, just like you've never had sex with a woman.
Uh-huh.
But the platinum gay was new to me, too. That was hilarious.
I was like, oh, he sent me. He sent me for a good 5 minutes.
That was so funny.
So, he's there, and he's actually standing up for Kristen Doty. Actually, that's what I wanted to get into, because, so let's just get right into the drama. They're supposed to be throwing this party for the lady that just had twins, but Brittany literally starts in on the lady that just had twins. Let's pull up her name. Hold on. Nina. Miss USA 2014.
Nina.
I really like Miss USA 2014. She said, Nia? Nia.
Okay, Nia. I was close.
Nia. Yeah.
Apologies.
She goes in on Nia, and she's like, you forgive me, right? Because Jax pantsed you and showed your husband's penis to everybody at the party. You forgive me, right? Jax didn't mean to do that. He would never mean to make you cry. And it just was like, oh my gosh. Are we...
Exactly like Brittany Cartwright.
Thank you so much.
That was so good.
I should just do
Amy Phillips.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, truly. The what are those called? Accents.
Oh, accents. Yes, I'm here to do Brittany Cartwright's accent because I'm a woman from Kentucky, so I feel like I can Kentucky it any day of the week.
Just reach down and pull it right on.
I can pull it right out because it's my roots.
Fair.
I get making fun of other people's accents, when you talk like that, is wrong and can be really discriminatory. But I'm from Kentucky, so
yeah.
That's how I came out the womb talking to.
True.
So, yeah, just, like, no shade. But, yeah, so, and Nia's like, actually, like, yeah, I forgive you, but, like, it really did hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
Well, I just thought I understood her frustration, but, like, I can't continue, like, if someone's apologized, like, I'm just gonna be like, okay, thanks, and move on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not the type of person to, like, double down like that. Like, as long as you do what I think is appropriate, then I'm gonna move forward with you correctly. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't do it again, like, you change your way. Like, you, like, don't hands me ever again, Jax Taylor kind of thing.
Don't do it again.
But, and maybe she was just, like, a little hormonal from having the babies.
Well, yeah, because she did share a little bit that she was having, like, she didn't call it postpartum, but, like, that's my assumption from what she described, that it was, like, postpartum. So, yeah, I think she was going through that, and she's like, you're going to do this to my husband in front of everybody? How embarrassing. Because I did say, like, I paused the TV, and I was like, if that happened to you, I would be irate.
No, I would be upset as well. But, like, I also would just be quick to forgive. Kind of like he was, and, like, I wouldn't double down and be like, you know.
Yeah.
I'm just so upset.
Fair. Yeah, I'm upset. Yeah, but yeah, so Brittany, she's just like so into Jax's BS. Like,
For
that's all I have to say. And they're like fighting about something. What are they fighting about now? Oh, Kristen. So Brittany is so into Jax's BS because she then, after she starts the stuff with Nia, she goes into Kristen Doty and she's like, oh yeah, Jax invited Adam tonight. And she was like, oh my god, why would you do that? Adam, Kristen's ex.
Yes.
And she's like, well, he's kind of part of the group first. Like, he's more included than him. And she's like, what are you talking about? Like, I think they're really talking, like, meta, like, TV at this point. Like, why is he getting camera time when I'm literally put myself out here for the show just as much as you did? This is like, what are you doing? Why are you betraying me? Okay. Because, you know, my boyfriend is in this. Like, the Valley's supposed to be about me and my boyfriend, you and your husband.
Yeah.
Like, kind of thing. And so, yeah. That scared me. So, yeah, and I got what Kristen was talking about. I was like, why are you even doing this? What's the point? This is ridiculous.
I agree. I just think that, why does that keep beeping? Is it going to continue? Because we can hear that.
Yeah, out of it. Just it's the first one. No. I'll do it.
Yeah, please. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties. We don't want you to hear this continual beeping noise, so.
We don't want to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, so I've lost the thread, but that's okay. Let me go to the notes. I wasn't even looking at them because we were just riffing. The girls in the gate. Okay, so yes, they're about to fight. They're talking about, like, Katie said camera time, but they're basically saying, like, why would you invite him on the show? Like, you know that's his ex. Kristen says that. That's
absolutely.
My ex to Brittany. Yeah, and like, that's my ex. Why would you invite him to a place where my boyfriend is?
And she's like, well, he was Jax's friends first. He's a part of the group first.
Right.
And she was like, Kristen, don't start because you know you're stirring stuff up in the group, is what Brittany told her. And then the end of the episode, it just says to be continued, and we see them fighting at the end, and we don't know what they're fighting about.
But Zach is on the move.
Zach is upset.
Yeah, we get a little preview, and it looks like Zach is upset on the move. It's like maybe he said something. I don't know. We'll watch and see.
Yeah, well, I think they say Kristen said he said something. And he's like, right. I would never say that. And I'm like, honestly, I'm Team Zach. I don't know. If he said it, then he said it. I could see him saying stuff, I could see him definitely saying it and being messy. That's all. But what if he didn't? And I just, like, I'm on his...
You're giving him the benefit of the doubt?
I'm giving the benefit of the doubt because I know Kristen Doty.
That's fair, and I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt at the moment. I could barely get that out. The benefit of the doubt.
The B of the D.
I'm not giving him the B of the D at the moment because he doesn't... The way they've cut it, I just can't at the moment. I'll have to see it play out.
Yeah, I'll have to see it play out too. I hope it's juicy and messy.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and we'll see.
We'll report back. What's on deck for tonight to watch?
Tonight is Summer House.
Ooh.
Oh, do you remember that Summer House? That's what it used to sound like.
Okay, no.
I don't know what the words were ever, clearly. It's kind of like how the Vanderpump song, I used to think it was just like, her, instead of the words. I didn't really learn the words till I saw Lala do it on Instagram.
Okay, that's fair. Did you just always skip through, like, the preview or what?
I just, like, literally could not hear her sing the words. Like, I did not, with all the boom, boom, boom.
Like the beat and stuff behind it. It was just hard for you to decipher. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, and I never Googled the lyrics. Because a lot of the times, even in music, it's hard for me. this makes a lot of sense. It's hard for me to decipher words with other noise.
Yeah.
You know how like I like
that.
things like really quiet and like get overstimulated and things like that. So it's really hard for me to decipher words without the noise, which is why we always like Google all the lyrics.
True.
And that's how I really learn lyrics, is like having to read them, being like, this is what it says.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
So.
Something that we watched last night that I've been enjoying.
Yeah, we should need to talk about this real
Spring
quick.
Baking Championship. If you have an HBO subscription, or a Max subscription is what it's called now.
Yeah.
Let me not sound 100. Then you can watch that there. It's really good. There's like a lot of seasons. We're on season 10. I think there's 11 seasons out, but
yes,
we started on season 10.
We started on season 10. The cast is really good.
Mm-hmm.
I like them so far.
Me too.
I love watching people bake things. I still don't know what a frangipane is.
I know these words,
frangipane.
and they pop up every time with a definition. I cannot recount them to memory for any amount of dollars. I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
No clue.
Yeah, I'm not cultured.
Same.
But I love a cupcake.
Yeah, and a delicious cake. And I would probably love a frangipane if I had one.
I know. A frangipane. It sounds like a musical. Frangipane.
Frangipane pose. Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Well, you want to wrap it up?
We should wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. All right, thank you all so much for listening to the Couples Couch podcast, where we give you our current obsessions and recaps daily, and later you'll get a version of our clickbait culture stories. Yes. We will talk to you all soon. You can find us on anywhere that you stream your platforms. Yep. Please give us a follow and rate us 5 stars. Got feedback? Give it to us in the comments. Thank you. Love you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.